welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna be doing my Christmas book haul. I got a total of 23 books for Christmas, and I'm very thankful. I'm not trying to brag in any way while filming this video. I'm just sharing what I got. Also, I apologize in advance if I look if I look clownish, because I'm experimenting with makeup. I'm experimenting. I don't know how to do makeup, okay? So I just put on some mascara. I gotta sneeze. Anyway, I apologize if I look like a clown, if I look stupid, if I'm a pain to your eyeballs, because I've never worn makeup. I've worn makeup, okay, but I've never done it myself. And every other time I wear makeup, and now I feel like I look weird as all get out. I look abnormal. I woke up at 10:30 today and I decided, hey, you know what? Self-care equals happiness. If you hear absolute chaos going on, that is them, okay? My sister's room is right next to mine and her friend is over. My dad's girlfriend's daughter is over as well. So they're kind of just having a good time. That's why my voice is kind of lowered today. It's because they're there and I don't want them to make fun of me for filming a video. But hey, do they have a YouTube channel that is succeeding? No, they don't. I'm gonna shut up now. I've been talking for 10 minutes and I haven't even showed you a book yet. So let's get into categories here. I'm gonna show you memoirs first. So I have, I think, 4 memoirs to show you, which is a lot more than I usually ask for Christmas. The first one I ended up getting is Michelle Obama's new book, which is The Light We Carry. I've only read Michelle Obama's memoir. I don't know if this is considered a memoir or not, but I'm gonna call it that. I've read her other book, Becoming, and I also got a signed copy of it because I look up to Michelle Obama. She's so influential in my opinion, and I love her so much. I am super happy to have this. This is in literal perfect condition, so yes, thank you Amazon for shipping this with care. Next I have Happy Go Lucky by David Sedaris. I've seen this around, okay? This was popular in the summertime, I think. It's about this person's experiences, and then COVID hit and how that kind of changed things, I'm pretty sure, for them. This cover is literally so eye-catching. I love it. It's old-fashioned and cool. Next, I ended up getting the Night Trilogy, and this is by Elie Wiesel. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his last name. He was a survivor of the Holocaust. In the first book, Night, which I read for my English class last year, he talks about his family being tricked into going into these cattle cars and taken to the camps, and just his experiences and just the horrific sights he had to watch and see and all the things he dealt with during that time. It was very impactful. It was a really short book and I wanted to get each book, but then I saw this on Amazon and it's all in one book, so I was like, I'm just gonna get this. And then the last memoir thing I got is Steve Martin's new book called Number One is Walking. It's my life in the movies and other diversions. And let me just say, there's a lot of diversions in here. He kind of just talks about each movie he was in, the people he met along the way, stuff like that. He's all telling his stories to this little dog here, as well as Harry Bliss. It's not the best thing I've ever read, but I do have his memoir, or his actual memoir, and I want to read that now that I've read more about all the movies he was in, the experiences he had. I want to read more about that because I freaking love Steve Martin. He did mention Only Murders in the Building, which is a really fun show. I really like that show, and Steve Martin, you know, he's just hilarious. I feel like everyone loves him. So I did not ask for this for Christmas. This was the only book I didn't ask for, and my grandma got it for me, so thank you, Grandma. I did read it. About 2/3 of the book is just a bunch of diversions. So yeah, I'm really happy I have it. I'm super excited to add it to my collection, and I am looking forward to reading his actual memoir, Born Standing Up, which I do own. Let's get into the romance. I think I have about 5 romances to share with you. So the first author is Jojo Moyes. I ended up getting Me Before You, After You, and Still Me by Jojo Moyes. I had a Jojo Moyes book a while back, but I got rid of it because I was like, I'm never gonna read it, you know. But then I've been seeing all these TikTok edits and fan art clips or whatever of Me Before You, the movie. I want to watch the movie so bad. It looks It, like, literally, I get teary-eyed just thinking about how great the movie is gonna be because I know everyone loves it. Okay, I've heard it's such a good movie. And then I got a spoilery TikTok and it like destroyed me because I know nothing about these characters, okay? But something bad happens, okay? And I didn't want to know that. It says Louisa Clark is an ordinary girl living an exceedingly extraordinary or ordinary life. Steady boyfriend, close family, who has barely been farther afield than her tiny village. She takes a badly needed job working for ex-master of the universe Will Traynor, who is wheelchair bound after an accident. Will has always lived a huge life, big deals, extreme sports, worldwide travel, and he is not interested in exploring a new one. Will is acerbic, moody, bossy, but Lou refuses to treat him with kid gloves, and soon his happiness means more to her than she expected. When she learns that Will has shocking plans of his own, Lou sets out to show him that life is still worth living. And I want to read these so that I can go watch the movie, because the guy who plays Will is the guy who plays Finnick in the Hunger Games. I freaking love Finnick. I love him. So, then I got some Mariana Zapata. Anyone knows that Mariana Zapata writes really thick, mostly good romance novels. So I ended up getting From Luca with Love by Mariana Zapata, obviously. This is like an ice skating story, I think. I don't know. But then I also got The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. This one's a football one, obviously. Again, no idea what they're about. Just know that Mariana Zapata is beloved on Book Talk and BookTube. I don't know what else I should say, but I got these, and I think I want to go in blind. Next, I ended up getting 5 mangas, and let me tell you, I'm excited for all of these. I've already read 2 of them. So the first 2, the ones that I have read, are Blood on the Tracks Volume 1 and Blood on the Tracks Volume 2. These are so nice quality. Like, look at these. These are so great. They were really interesting. They're not like the best things ever, but I've heard you have to get a few volumes in to start really diving into the story and letting these take over. I also ended up getting Be Very Afraid of Kanako Inuki. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. I'm not sure though. So apparently I saw this like on, what's it called? Amazon. It says Japan's Queen of Horror Manga returns. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Horror manga is really fun. I love Junji Ito. And so I was like, I should try out, you know, some other horror manga. It's really short, but there are little short stories in there, and it's horror manga, so I thought I'd give it a try. Plus this cover is really fun. And then the last 2 mangas I ended up getting were volumes 5 and volume 6 of The Girl from the Other Side. I read the first 4, and each one has its own like little cliffhanger at the end, and so you need a next one, you know, the sequel, the one after the first one. I don't know. You need them. So I have a feeling if I really like these ones, I think I'm just gonna buy the rest of the series. But the first one of this is about the teacher and Shiva. I gotta sneeze again. Anyway, so the first one of this is about Shiva, this little girl, and the teacher, which is like this like creature. I forget what they're called, but it's a creature, okay? And humans are not supposed to be touching these creatures. One day, I think the teacher like comes across Shiva like wandering in the woods. She lost her grandma out in the woods, and the teacher ends up finding Shiva and takes her in and cares for her. I find these so interesting. So yeah, pick them up because these are fun. And so I'm super excited to get back into the series. So let's get into some Greek mythology stuff. I'm pretty sure this is Greek mythology, I don't know. So I have The Silence of the Girls, and this is by Pat Barker. And then another one I got by Pat Barker is The Woman of Troy. I don't know why I did hardcover and paperback for this. I don't know, I'm intrigued by Greek history and stuff like that. I haven't read a thing about that, but I know I want to. But I want to read like Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes and The Song of Achilles and Circe like so bad, and I'm like, I better have backup, okay, because once I read those books I'm gonna need more books like surrounding that area. So I think I got these because of that, so that once I do finally read those other books that I just named and I'm obsessed, because that's only what I expect, then I'm gonna have backup to read more about it and learn more about Greek history and just a bunch of Greek mythology stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know what category this falls under, but this is like YA, fantasy, romance. Oh my god, and I'm so excited. Once again, I told myself I would never read this book. But I saw a TikTok of like the romance between the two main characters or something like that, and I was like, oh, I need this. So I got The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I never thought I would do this. I never thought I would be picking this up. Jude was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in a treacherous high court of fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of High King, of the High King. To win a place at the court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. Let's go to the next one. I have Hench by Natalie Zena Walshotz. Walshotz? I'm not sure how to say that. Katie Coulson talked about this book, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds so interesting. It kind of focuses on superheroes, and I think the main character, Anna, like decides to work for superheroes but then changes her mind because of all the damage that is done to the cities and towns from the superheroes like fighting big monsters and stuff. So a lot of people die, a lot of damage is done, but the superheroes don't do anything about it because they like save the town in a way, but they don't because they destroyed it. So I think Anna works for superheroes, but then she goes to the dark side. She goes to working for a villain. And I don't really know, okay? I suck at explaining books, but like, I can't wait. Next, I have a sci-fi, and I don't read sci-fi. The only other sci-fi I have is Christopher Paolini's To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I think that's the only other sci-fi or space book I have. I've been seeing around. I've been seeing Project Hail Mary, okay? This is so glossy, I love it. But this one, I'm pretty sure our main character wakes up in like a space shuttle of some sort, and all the other people that they traveled with into space are dead. And so he's kind of like stranded in space, can't get back home, tries to complete a mission of some sort, I don't know. But then at the end of the synopsis, they kind of hint that he may not be alone after all. So I don't know. Okay, I'm so excited though. I don't know where I saw this, or where I had the idea to ask for this for Christmas, but I'm so excited. Next, I ended up getting The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. This is another one that Katie Coulson, I think, really enjoyed. Our main character, Kara, discovers a, like, mysterious bunker space in her uncle's house. There's, like, cryptic words in there, and she decides to explore that area. In this little bunker, there's portals, and those portals lead you to places with creatures that can hear your thoughts. So the more you think about these creatures, the more strong they become. So it says on the front here, pray that they are hungry. What does that mean? Oh my god, this sounds so freaking good. So the next one is kind of like a little novella. I don't know if it's a novella, but it's really short. And it's called Dark Harvest. And this is by Norman Partridge. And this is taking place in 1963. There's this creature that kind of like goes through the corn or like the town. And they call him the October Boy or Old Hacksaw Face or Sawtooth Jack. He rises from the cornfields every Halloween with a bloody butcher knife in his hand, and makes his way towards town where gangs of teenage boys eagerly await their chance to confront the legendary nightmare. So our character Pete McCormick knows that killing the October Boy is his one chance to escape a dead-end future. Before Halloween is over, Pete will look into the sawtooth face of horror and discover the terrifying true secrets of the October Boy. I saw this on Bookstagram, and I was like, that looks so fun. So I got it. The next book I ended up getting was The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and then I also ended up getting Babel by R.F. Kuang. This one, it says they trained her for a war, she intends to end it. I don't know. This was popular a few years ago or something like that, and everyone was reading it. I never read it, but everyone cried and everyone freaking loved it. And I've always wanted the hardcover copy, but I've only ever been able to find the paperback in like stores and stuff, so I ended up just asking for this for Christmas, and I was like, it's about time I get to this book. Hopefully I do get to it soon because I've only heard fantastic things. And then for Babel, once again, I've heard only incredible things. I've heard this is people's favorite book of the year. I don't know. I just heard that like A Clockwork Reader freaking love this book. So many people love this book, and so many people love this book. So I just thought, let me get both of them. Those are all the books I got for Christmas. This video has been very anticlimactic. I might have to film it again, but if I don't, thanks for watching. Thank you for all my subscribers and everyone who shares their opinions on this video and every other video I've posted in the past and likes the videos. I really appreciate it. It's noticed. Let me know what books you got for Christmas, what you plan to read for the new year, New Year book resolutions, stuff like that. Anyway, I will see you in a couple days, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye!